Good afternoon, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to another episode of our Infitech 2 modded Minecraft Let's Play series. So if you recall last episode, we created our first piece of Kanthal, and I did have a little bit of issue, but since then I've got that fixed, and I have made a bunch of Kanthal. I've been very busy since last episode, not so much building, but more crafting. I've done a bit of gathering. I actually just got back from getting a little bit more aluminum. And you'll notice that I did go ahead and finally get around to setting up the additional golems that we needed. So we've got golems that are gathering our candleberries, and then one's gathering wheat as well. So got that done. Also, I've got some quests to turn in. I'm going to turn them in right over here just in case we get uranium, to be on the safe side. I do believe I've got a bucket of milk at the ready. Cool. So just in case we get some uranium, I also made a little bit more titanium since last episode, and you'll notice we have a couple quests here. Actually, this one we're about ready to turn in. I do believe I have enough Kanthal to do that. But I finished, first off, I got the stuff crafted for this implosion compressor. So we're going to be setting that up today. So let's go ahead and get our material bag for that. It is a tier 3, so we're probably not going to get any uranium. But we did get lead and steel. Okay. And then we also have this quest here for waste reprocessing. Basically, we just needed to get some of that magnesium chloride dust when we make titanium. So we'll go ahead and get the material bag for that as well. Which chances are that is a tier 4, yes. And we got, oh, yes! I got it turned in quick enough. Okay, so we got some iron, some steel, and some lead. Not ideal, but that's okay. And then, like I said, we are just about ready to finish up that. So we'll run over to the factory building really quick. I've also started crafting the stuff that we need for the oil cracker. I don't have it totally finished yet because it is a little bit on the expensive side. If you notice right here, I've got the cracking unit crafted. The copper nickel, we're just going to pull that off of our blast furnace when we put on the Kanthal. And then we've also got these stainless steel casings. I think I have like 12 of those crafted so far, but they take a little bit of time to get those. But next episode we'll be messing with the cracking unit, because the implosion compressor does require TNT, which you can craft TNT without the oil cracker, but it's kind of a pain. I looked at the recipe earlier, and luckily I've actually found a little bit of TNT in the past, so we'll use that just to demonstrate it. In the next episode we will get into the oil cracker. And then the episode after that, probably get back into Thaumcraft. I did change these over from the Carpenter's Block safes, since those wouldn't export and import. And I changed them over for the DecoCraft safes, which I actually think look pretty good right there. And I just put some signs up showing that it's input and output. And if you notice here, we have quite a bit of Kanthal that we've been running through. I found what I did was, when I'd throw a bunch of Kanthal in there, I couldn't run too much. It was like 20 or 20, yeah, 20 was about what I ran at a time. And I would just kick this turbo steam turbine on, and it would take a while to drain out these lithium batteries. So that definitely helped. But I do have everything here crafted. It was all pretty standard, you know, solid steel machine casings. We've done those before. LV energy hatches, implosion compressor, and I went ahead and got together a couple transformers as well for medium voltage and low voltage, because you really don't need anything higher than LV power for that implosion compressor. So let's go ahead and get our, oh yeah, we're gonna have to run these through the compressor, aren't we? Let's see, do we have a, no we don't, okay. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna run back over there and run these through the compressor because it is gonna take just a few minutes. And then I'll be back in just a second. Wait a second, I don't know what I was doing. I was making blocks of Kanthal, and that's not what we need to be doing. I don't know what I was thinking. I did craft a couple of them, but then I realized what I was doing. We're actually going to need Kanthal wire, 2 times Kanthal wire, around a wrench to get this. So, my mistake. We actually probably didn't need as much Kanthal as what I crafted. I was crafting it like, I was thinking it was blocks of Kanthal and not the Kanthal wires. Oh my god. So, okay. Yeah. Now we're on the right page. Mega derp right there. That actually took a while to craft all that, and I didn't even need that. But we got Kanthal in the future if we need it. Because I imagine we're probably only going to use like a stack of this at most. Maybe. So, really quickly, I will show you. We'll craft one of these on camera, and then I'll get the rest of them crafted up off camera. So, just the 2 times Kanthal wire around a wrench, and there we go. Upgrade our coils. So, I'm going to let this run for a bit, and then I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, welcome back. If my math's correct, I was just kind of counting it up in my head. I think you'll need 256 pieces of wire. So you'd need, what, 128 ingots. So I actually ended up using the majority of it. I mean, we've got about a stack left that I crafted over. But that's not as bad as I was thinking. Not as much overkill on that. So then we'll just break our copper nickel. Oh yeah, we need our wrench, don't we? We'll break our copper nickel blocks, which we are actually going to be using these next episode for the oil cracker. So that's not an issue at all. So we're missing one. Did you go? Yeah, you did. Okay. And then we'll just replace it with our Kanthal blocks. And I'm hoping we don't have to run maintenance on this again for changing out the coils. Nope. Looks like we're good to go. So now we have those Kanthal coil blocks, and now we can make the higher tier ingots. But this episode, we are going to be setting up our implosion compressor. Sorry about that. And let's see, what did we get? We got a tier 4. We'll pop it, and then I can just throw the uranium in there if we got, which we did. Of course we did. And then we got, no, we didn't get Kanthal. We got more lead, iron, and steel. Okay, I'll take it. That's stuff that we use enough of that it's not a problem to get extra of that. But for this implosion compressor, it's very, very similar to the way we set up everything else. I went ahead and just went with LV on like everything. So let's go ahead and move around that stuff. And I'm actually going to throw these Kanthal blocks. I have a chest set up over here that I was starting to work on the stuff for that oil cracker. But yeah, we got 11 of those so far. But this thing, we're going to set it up pretty much the same way we have the EBF set up. So I think we're going to go with the energy hatch. We will put at the bottom. Yeah, like right in here. And then we'll just change it over like that. And then the maintenance hatch, we will put that right there. The controller we'll put right here. The output hatch, we're going to put that right there. Wait a second. That doesn't need to go there. That needs to go up one. So we'll put it right there. Okay. I don't know what else I could put it down to the ground. I think it's just a derpy day. I am running on a little bit of sleep because I had some issues yesterday with some editing problems and also just some general problems with my Crack Pack series. It wanted to like corrupt my oh, the controller goes up one. Okay, so put that there. And so I was up most of the night, so I do apologize about some derping. Do we need more of these, really? Oh crap. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go get some more of these solid steel machine casings crafted, and then I'll be back in just... Okay, welcome back. I did another slightly derpy thing. I still had some steel frame boxes left over, like I had made too many of them when I was making the pieces for the quest. And I used that 20 steel that we had gotten from the quest, and I was just changing it all over into the steel frame boxes and the steel plates and everything. And then I had to go get a few more steel plates because we were like 12 iron short to finish building this. And when I got over there, I grabbed the excess steel plates that we had and started doing the others, and then I realized, oh yeah, we've got these boxes, the frame boxes right here. But anyway, that's okay. I'm going to remove these excess blocks because I can reuse these elsewhere. Okay. So the way we're going to set this up, and actually this, I'll use most of this right here actually. That and that. Yeah. Okay. Now that we've got that all built, let's go ahead and do our maintenance on it. It's pretty much the same as it always is. So that, and then the crowbar. Yeah, cool. I think I'm getting used to some of the stuff in this pack. And then we're going to hook up the power now, and throw some of this stuff in there. I've got a few different kinds of cables here that we'll probably use. I don't think we'll need the silver cable, but that's okay. So we're going to hook in right there. So I think what we'll do is we'll bring our medium voltage transformer. Damn it. Damn you. Okay. We'll put it right here, which should be... No, I want it to face this way, because that's the input and these are all the outputs. Let me eat some potatoes. And then we'll have the medium voltage come right out. And then I want the low voltage to be up close to the structure here. So I'm thinking we'll set it up like right here. And we want that to hook in there. And then we just need to plug it in. Okay. So we'll plug that up right there. Oh shit, no! Why you no work? Let's see the silver's plugged in and running fine. Unless I wonder if these have to be a 2 times, since that's a 2 times. Well, I don't know. Those are fine. Just the 10 cable is not fine. And I wonder why that is. Let me see. There we go. I must have changed it over, is the only thing I can think of. Maybe I'd changed it over because I know the graphic doesn't properly show with this texture pack. So maybe that's what happened. Okay. So now that we've got that plugged in, let's really quickly set up our inputs and outputs. So like before, because I kind of like the way that looks over there, we're going to set up the safes just like so. And then let's get, put that up and that up, these item conduits here. And let me go ahead and put just call it IC, and we're going to do input on the bottom just like over there. And honestly, I can remember that the bottom's always input and the top is always output, but I just kind of like having it for reference and stuff, I guess. Okay, so let's see. Let's get this plugged up. We're going to go input hatch to there. We'll have this extract insert. And then where's my reach? And we're going to set this up to extract. Watch, I'm going to get like stuck in here, aren't I? Okay. Do that. We'll have it insert here. And we don't have to go too fancy with it, because this is really just going to run straight input and outputs like that. So now that's all plugged up. And then let's try it out. So one reason I wanted to do this first is because we've got some machines that require diamonds, and diamonds are a pain because they do require a bit of coal and stuff. And I've still have yet to find an actual diamond vein. I'll find it in the abyssal veins from time to time, but it's hard to actually find just straight up diamonds. And I'm tired of using coal. Now this isn't going to be a permanent solution because I only have 1 diamond horse armor, but these actually do give a lot of diamond dust. But diamond dust, of course, isn't going to give us diamonds. So we're going to macerate this up And I actually found this in the Nether Fortress. And it looks like it's going to take a while. And just in case, I need to set up the transformers after this episode. But I'm going to put a battery in there just in case. I really think I should put batteries in like all these machines, because I've noticed like they'll charge up when they're in here. It's almost like a small battery buffer within the machine. So, I mean, they can charge them and everything. And I really just need to make batteries for, like, all these. Just to have them. But, we'll see. So, this is actually taking a while. Oh, but I'll go ahead and talk about this. So, the purpose of this machine is we can put in, like, dust and stuff from, like, gems and things into this. And what it'll do is it will compress those gems back into their original form. So, for example, diamonds, if we look here at the industrial diamond, you'll notice that the implosion compressor for 4 diamonds and 8 well, that's 8 industrial TNT. Oh, shoot. I don't have enough TNT to even do this. Oh. Man, okay. Alright, so let me see. I only have 7 TNT. Okay. Well, we got this machine set up. So that's a thing. Basically, it will take TNT and then that item and compress it through an explosion. Now, you'll notice that it doesn't require much power at all. If we look here, 30 EU a tick for this across 1 second. So, really not much power at all. So that's why I went ahead and did the LV for that. But yeah, we're not even going to be able to create that right now. Now, like I said, we could craft TNT at the moment, but it's kind of a headache. If we look in here, we need this gelid toluene and this sulfuric acid. Now, the toluene, to get that, we're going to need liquid toluene, and I believe this is the best way, correct? This is actually a little bit cheaper on the toluene, but it's a lot of power. So honestly, we'll probably do the molds. But the toluene, you can get that from the distilleries. But we're going to need cracked fuel or heavy fuel to get that. And the oil cracker, the reason that I want that is so that we can actually crack that oil and you know, not require heavy oil in order to do this, in order to make that toluene. And so I do believe, let me see, I mean, that's heavy oil. We could, yeah, give me just a second, and I'll be back in just a minute. We'll maybe make some of this really quick. Actually, no. We'll go ahead and wait, because I'm not too far from being able to craft that. It'll just be a whole lot easier once we get this set up to to get that, honestly. It's a little bit actually better on the output as well, so it's worth waiting for. Because next episode we're not going to need those diamonds anyway. So, but on the plus side, this, once we convert it, that's going to be 6 diamonds. So that's going to be really, really nice. But yeah, so we will wait on this. By the way, this can also make the compressed plates that we will be using for Galacticraft. Right here. So, yeah, 2 copper plates and a TNT. Now, actually, I'm kind of curious. Then there's this industrial TNT. We'll need nitrogen dioxide. Okay, because it actually didn't take as much, so it might be worth looking into that instead. We'll need nitrogen mixture with the gelid toluene. Oh, but it's... Okay, now they both take 4. So we may try to do it with the industrial TNT because it requires less, but we will need this nitrogen mixer with nitric acid, sulfuric acid cells. Okay, that's not terrible. It's not terrible anyway. So yeah, next episode we will continue with that. We'll get the oil cracker set up. We'll run some oil, and then also make some TNT and get to actually run this machine. I apologize. I thought I had enough TNT to actually run that, but apparently that is not the case. If we look in here at the implosion compressor, we could do forcium, amber, rubies. Heavy duty plates. We've got yellow garnet, compressed iron. We could make a piece of compressed iron, I guess, just to demonstrate it. But there's quite a bit of stuff that you can make in here. Of course, diamonds being really, really nice. Yeah, a lot of our Galacticraft stuff once we get to that. But yeah, which I believe this is only for making the Galacticraft items. I don't think there's anything that we'll be getting into right now. No, doesn't look like it. Okay, no, doesn't look like there's too much outside of Galacticraft for the Galacticraft plates and stuff. So but yeah, anyway, next episode we'll set up that other multi-block. I apologize we didn't actually get to run that one this episode, but it's all for total progress, I guess. So I hope you guys join me for that, and until next episode, do take care, and I hope to see you guys then.